hands still upon Leonora's shoulders, giving her one last shake. "It's me." Again, Leonora closed her eyes, only this time in relief, her lungs drawing in one long, deep breath, hoping that it would chase away the nightmare, knowing that it would not. It never did. "Were you dreaming of—" Louisa's voice trailed off, her face contorted in regret and shame. Leonora nodded, knowing that what had happened to her had not been her sister's fault. Yes, it had been Louisa's idea to sneak out of the house and attend the masquerade, but it had also been Leonora's choice to follow. Louisa had not wanted her to, except Leonora had insisted. She had no one else to blame, only herself. And him, whoever he was. Louisa pulled Leonora into her arms. "I'm so sorry, dear sister." She rocked them both from side to side as they clung to one another the way they had from the first. Always had they walked hand in hand, which had been the very reason Leonora had insisted on accompanying her sister that night roughly 6 months ago. It had been her decision. "What can I do?" Louisa murmured into her sister's hair. "Please, what can I do?" Leonora heaved a deep sigh. "Go back to bed and sleep," she whispered, unwilling to place this burden upon her sister's shoulders. She could feel that deep-seated tremble reach for her limbs, and knew that if Louisa did not leave soon, she would see Leonora break apart. It was a torturous routine, and Leonora knew it well. First came the nightmares, vivid and stirring in a way that left Leonora a mere shadow of herself. Then came the shivers and that violent trembling that shook her to her bones and threatened to undo her in every sense of the word. It was followed by uncontrollable weeping, forcing her into a dark pit from whence there was no escape, before eventually a depressing calm settled upon her, robbing her of every bit of hope and forcing her to accept that life would always be thus. Always. "I cannot leave you like this," Louisa protested, tears misting her own eyes, and Leonora loved her sister for her devotion. Yet she could not allow it. "I want you to," she whispered, gritting her teeth against the first shiver that drew closer. She could feel it approaching like a gazelle might sense the lion hiding in the tall grass. "I need you to." She swallowed hard, doing her best to hold on. "Thank you for waking me." For a seemingly endless moment, Louisa looked at her sister, the expression on her face torn between reluctance and the inevitable understanding that even if she stayed, she could not help. "Very well," Louisa finally said, and rose to her feet. "I shall see you in the morning." Forcing a smile onto her face, Leonora nodded. "In the morning." When the door finally closed behind her sister, Leonora let go. She did not wish to. She did not wish to feel the pain and fear and terror. Worse, the helplessness, the powerlessness. But she needed to. In the early days after the attack, Leonora had fought the onslaught, and it had wrecked her in a way nothing else ever had. She had been unable to recover for days, her body weakened, her mind unable to form a clear thought, her heart twisted beyond recognition. She had lost herself in these moments. Now, after half a year of practice, Leonora knew better. She knew she needed to let these feelings in. She needed to feel them. She needed to shake and shiver, to weep and sob in order to reclaim at least one small part of who she was. And so she did,